What is up? YouTube, Mixer, Twitch, wherever you're listening, wherever you're hanging out with us. Thank you for joining. This is the Chaos. For those of you who don't know, the Chaos. I'm like hearing myself somewhere, and I gotta kill it. Oh no, this is a garbage. Where is it? I hear. Where do I hear? It's gonna echo through here too, which is the worst. I already hear the echo coming. Oh no. Oh no. I've like closed every tab. There we go, I found it.
Oh my god.
There's too many tabs open. I'm sorry. Man, and I did all that work to get this. Try to get this smooth, but
it's okay.
Too many tabs.
As long as you took the blame for that, that's all that matters.
Yeah, I'll take the blame for it. You want to talk about our first topic here?
Dude, I don't care about that.
It matters, okay? For those of you who've never watched, this is the Chaos. It's obviously very chaotic coming into it. I'm your host, Kyle, a.k.a. KB Cooper, and this is my boy, Dan. What's up, Dan?
Not much. You know, glad to be back.
Yeah.
It's been a long hiatus.
Yeah.
It's been like 4 weeks.
Dan was like, yeah, let's start this show. I'll be gone for like 3 episodes.
Yeah. Not anymore, though.
So he says.
Not anymore.
We got him for the next 2 weeks, guaranteed.
Dude, I can't. Okay, the reason why I'm dying is because this freaking GIF is destroying me every time I see it. Chuck E. Cheese's animatronic band, they're breaking up.
And fans are heartbroken. No. Like, honestly, a part of my childhood dies with this article.
Bastard. How can he do that to his fans and his friends? They were supposed to be friends.
Well, we don't know if it's Chucky. Like, maybe.
Dude, it's totally him. It's called Chuck E. Cheese's animatronic band.
Okay, but that doesn't mean he's the one who said, I'm done. He might have not Tom DeLonge this, you know? He might have been
but not everyone had to leave. They could have recruited more people.
Yeah. People are at a loss for words. I mean, like...
Don't play it.
Don't play it? You don't want to play? You don't want to play it? You don't want to show the beautiful people the
Okay, whatever. Let's do it.
Because, I mean, we can play it. Or we can at least make them listen to it. Oh my god.
Oh god, this is bad.
This is
so cringeworthy. Munch's make-believe band.
It was make-believe. It never existed. So can it ever really disappear? Can it ever end?
It's a paradox. That's what it is.
Alright, I don't want to get hit with copyright strikes for this non-existent
We're gonna get copyright stricken. Oh, real quick, hold on. This is how you save yourself. Chuck E. Cheese and all of its affiliates are all related to whoever owns Chuck E. Cheese.
But
copyright. We don't own it.
That was like one of those things where I like read it earlier today, and I was just like, LOL, I want to bring this up, but I don't know if I should. Oh, and then fate happened. So
you set it up on purpose. That's what it was.
I did not, because you think I wanted to crash and burn on the mixer mistake there with the audio? Good. I was like, where is it coming from?
It's good. That's why it's called the chaos. It's both.
When you have 4 Chrome tabs open with multiple tabs, and you're like, I got the RAM for it. So anyways, let's get into the first segment of the show, and that's where we talk about what we've been playing this week. And I've been playing a lot of Counter-Strike and Overwatch. Because I'm lame and I don't play anything than what I already played the week before.
Doesn't surprise me. Does not surprise me.
But I've thought about playing games like Prey, which I started and haven't finished, like Splatoon, which I've barely scraped the surface of, and I wanted to buy, what's that new game on Xbox One from the ID program in space?
Oh, Tacoma.
Yeah, I wanted to buy Tacoma.
It looks cool.
But your boy's broke, so I didn't buy Tacoma
I know
either.
that struggle. Jeez.
But then technically a week ago today was your first little Counter-Strike.
Yeah, I got to first jump into the foray of CSGO.
Yeah.
Actually, it was better than I thought. I thought I was going to get like completely just obliterated, but I actually played much better than I anticipated.
Well, I'll tell you what, you're better than one of our viewers, Logan Waters.
Ooh.
So
sorry, buddy.
It's okay.
I don't even know.
I mean, I can carry both of you if I have to.
Oh, here we go.
My back is a little painful.
I started Titanfall's campaign last night.
Oh, you started the campaign last night?
For Titanfall 2, yeah.
All right, how far into it did you get?
I finished it today.
Oh, you finished it?
Yeah,
okay.
So I started last night around like 2 in the morning and then stopped at like 6 a.m. and then woke up around 1 and played and finished it today. But I really liked it. It was cool to actually be able to like get a Titanfall story. And I'll tell you, at the beginning, like the first half of it, I'm like, whatever, it's just okay.
At the end of it, you're just like, BT!
Yeah, at the end of it, I'm like, man, like that the last couple missions were just so like action oriented and heavy, and like just all Titanfalls, like Titans falling from the sky, and
yeah,
it was cool.
I was really impressed. My big thing with it was that like the difficulty scale was like
it started to climb at the end.
It's like, but for most of the game, it's like normal is really easy, right? Yeah. It's really easy. Like I never felt challenged by this game by any means. Like I was being bad, but I think a big part of why like the AI are stupid or why the game's not difficult is it is your own exploration that makes that single player campaign fun. There's some of those missions. By this point, if you haven't played Titanfall 2, it's almost been a year, so I'm not really that sympathetic to spoilers at this point. But there's some segments in the game where you get the ability to warp between the past and the present.
That part was sweet. That was probably one of my favorite parts of the game to play. Yeah, it was such a clever mechanic.
But yeah, it creates a Portal-esque mechanic in a way of puzzle solving, jumping through different past, present, and it's changing the environment around you so you can wall run on different obstacles. And for a moment there, like that muscle memory or figuring out how to do that traversal, that's challenging.
Yeah.
But it was innovative in a way that I haven't seen a lot of FPS shooters get into because they don't have that traversal. Excuse me.
You okay? Worried for you there. I thought maybe sleep apnea.
Am I still here? I'm safe.
Sleep apnea was kicking in or something.
No, I just kept getting like this gassy, like. But anyways, it's like you can't get that in Call of Duty. You can't get that in Halo, and it's like so they took that aspect of their game and they ran with it quite literally.
Yeah.
And it was fun. And then they did create a nice symbiotic relationship with you and BT. And really humanize some of the different aspects of the game. But my problem with that was that all of the villains felt like the bad guy on a Saturday morning cartoon, where it was just like they're so they're just so canny and they're like tongue in cheek about it.
Yeah.
So it was just like, oh, this week on Titanfall 2 campaign, you're gonna fight this Titan.
Richter.
Yeah, and you're just
the best thing though is the achievement is see you at the party.
Yeah,
because it's a throwback to Total Recall.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
See you at the party, Richter. So that's how she didn't pop up. I was so happy.
I just love when achievements are like self-aware. It shows good attention to detail on their behalf. So, anything else outside of Titanfall?
I mean, no, not for the most part. Just for fun the other day, I fired up Saints Row 4, and I was like, whatever, let's just play it because it's got Stan Bush's "You've Got the Touch." Like you have to play if you have that song on the soundtrack.
Right, that's true. The other thing too, though, is that Volition's other game, Agents of Mayhem, like no multiplayer. Big miss. Yeah, that game came out. That game is out. Do you know? Did you see any coverage on it?
A little bit.
Is anybody playing this?
Kotaku was covering it a little bit.
What does Kotaku not cover? They cover things nobody wants to be covered.
But they do
and
it,
then they do cover other things.
But they do it, though. That's all
that
matters.
They're like, somebody out here's got to cover the garbage.
Who covers it? And I gave the answer. And the answer was Kotaku.
You were not wrong.
No, but I mean, it's kind of hard because I've heard mixed reviews. Like some reviews are like, "Oh, it's terrible. It's not this. It's not that." And then with and someone in Kotaku, one of the writers said that they enjoyed it. And they're like, "Yeah, this is what I like because I feel it's different." And some people would disagree or whatnot in the chat. But what he said is he's like, "Look, the biggest thing to remember is this is my experience with it. You might not feel that way when you play the game. Right. You might feel that it's a terrible game, and he might enjoy it because it all depends on what you're into."
Yeah, and that's true. I mean, I've been a huge fan of their games in general, like all of the Saints Row. I've not really ever been a hater of the Saints Row series. Like, I get people who are like, it's a Grand Theft Auto clone or whatever, but I've always pretty much enjoyed what the story has come to offer, even sometimes when it goes a little off the rails.
Yeah.
But that's what I've always liked about it, and so I was excited about Agents of Mayhem. And then when I heard that there was no multiplayer, I was really disappointed.
Yeah.
Because, wasn't there at least co-op multiplayer with the Saints Row
There's some stuff that you can play co-op.
I know it's not like I don't need full multiplayer. I don't. But it's one of that game is like prime for co-op, and specifically the hero diversity. It's one of those things like it would scratch that itch that I think in theory Crackdown 3 would have scratched, except that's been delayed. And that was something that's happened since we last recorded too, is that Crackdown got delayed until spring of next year.
I'm okay with it though.
I'm okay with it too, and I think it's important to know. Actually, we'll just transition to the on the radar segment. It's not one of the necessary news stories that I threw in there, but it is technically news, so we can address it. But I do want to talk about how the delay of Crackdown 3 is probably the best move for gamers. And the best move for Microsoft as they try to protect what they have and as they're investing in the new. So today during Gamescom, their press conference, we saw a lot of new little things, but a lot of speak of services. ID at Xbox, the Mixer integration, cross-play, how you're going to be able to transfer your data from Xbox One or One S to Xbox One X. Just a lot of
cool stuff.
A lot of convenience and fan service within just the features that the console itself brings. The fact that some of these updates are coming for free, that they're getting in front of their partners and people who are going to make these free, and really voicing all of this change. I think kind of where Sony may have dropped the ball a little bit is that they are getting in front of everything, and they're saying this is how the transition's happening, here's the software and the tools that we're going to use to do it, and here's also the games that are going to be supported day one for this. And a part of this is You know, you see them trying to do it with, like, ReCore. They announced, like, a ReCore Definitive Edition, and, you know, they're trying to add to that, trying to build that up, and it's only been out for a year, and I'm not sure how I feel about Definitive Editions for games that haven't been out for a full year yet, but at the same time, it's free to those who own it. So it's not really its own thing, but if you haven't had... or if you've never purchased ReCore, now you purchase it for the same price that somebody did last year, but you're getting a lot more with it as far as now the added DLC. Or better yet, you just do Xbox Games Pass and you get that game for free.
Yeah,
that's really cool. They were saying that it was going to launch within Games Pass. So that's, once again, one of those things that Microsoft is doing that keeps people more, I think that keeps somebody like you and me more loyal to them, where they're like, well, if I get Games Pass, that's... You know, alright, I got my HBO now, my Hulu, my Netflix, and Games Pass. Like, those are the 4 that you would need, right? You get some love in the chat, Dan. But, you know, it's just one of those things where I think it's important to take a look at all the steps Microsoft is taking to strengthen their foundation. And part of that is making sure that a franchise like Crackdown does not fail. And if it releases early, if it releases before it's done, or if it releases in a state where they do not feel like it's going to meet our expectations as gamers, because trust me, we are all passionate, we're all needy, and we are all entitled to good games in our mentality when we look at these things. And when we get bad games, we make sure those games die.
Oh, yeah.
AKA Mass Effect Andromeda, which we'll talk about later. But... I'm
still a little sore about it.
I know. Well, I'll get you a pillow for your butt. But it's just one of those things, like Crackdown being delayed will give them time to make sure it's right and make it, you know, another Halo, another Forza, another pillar that we can trust and we can go to and we know is going to be a great experience, instead of something that, you know, because I think right now Crackdown's in the state where we haven't played a Crackdown in years, you know,
it's been almost,
and people are like,
years.
what's going on with Crackdown, you know,
that,
and they're not really doing anything with it, and this is an opportunity to do something big with it. And I think they realize that this is their time to shine, and if they don't do it properly, they're going to lose footing on one of the major IPs that they own. So I do think this is a step aligning with all of their other ones. You know, now being the publisher of PUBG, even though I don't like that game, it's a huge win for them, because that means if they start publishing that on other consoles like PlayStation, or I don't even think it can run it, but like a Switch scenario or something, they're now the publishers for PUBG to console.
Microsoft's
making that money, just like when Minecraft, they purchased Minecraft. So Microsoft, they might not be winning the console sold war, and I don't think they're ever going to within this generation, but they are winning.
I think at this point, they're not worried about that
anymore.
They're
They're playing the services game, though, you know? Not necessarily games as a service, but what can we do to strengthen the platform that we have? So maybe... while we're trying to get our games profile together, what can we bring to the platform that really speaks to why this platform is special and unique and encompassing of the needs that our consumers are telling us? And, you know, and they're doing this with the dashboard reforms. They're doing this with constant updates, preview programs, and really giving the people who want to be there, who want to give that feedback and want to see changes in the platform. I feel as an Xbox user, I have a great place to go give that feedback and actually see it implemented. Whereas on the flip side, I don't really see that support from neither Nintendo or Sony really in that aspect. Sorry, I will always give pro Microsoft rants for most parts. I do have some criticisms about the Gamescom briefing today, but in a general sense, I think this has been a good showing and just furthermore solidifying some of my interest in where Microsoft's going. So that'll be my like quick little rant going into like Crackdown delayed and some of the stuff. You got anything to say briefly?
No, you know, I agree. You know, I think especially with them trying to attempt, you know, with the launch of the Xbox One X, you know, November 7th, that it's a good idea to not release the game if it's broken, because you don't want a repeat of the Master Chief Collection incident on a franchise that you're trying to revive and keep alive. Maybe maybe not necessarily revive, but bringing back after being like gone for so long. Because the last thing you want to do is to completely alienate the fans and push them away when you're trying to draw them in with this game for it to be a lackluster launch title. So I would rather them launch the console as they are with all the updated games that are getting the 4K treatment. And wait for Crackdown to be ready to go, so that way I'm going to play a game I'm going to enjoy, and it doesn't feel like it's a broken mess.
No, that's fair. Do you think Crackdown 3 being delayed is going to significantly hurt Xbox One X initial sales?
I'd say no, just because I think most people who want an Xbox already have one. whether it be the original one or the 1S.
Yep.
And I think what this is going to be is 1X is going to be those who have like the higher end content, the 4K content that they're looking for. That those are going to be the people who are going to upgrade to this console. Those are the people you're going to see who are going to trade in their original Xbox or the 1S towards it. I don't think it's necessarily going to hurt Microsoft in any sense that it's just one game that's getting that. Considering that there's over 100 titles that are going to be coming out getting the 4K treatment.
Yep.
Which I think Shadow of War comes out in either October or November.
Yeah, it comes out in October.
It comes out in October. It's
going to
get the 4K treatment November 7th. So I mean, like, you know, it's gonna be good.
Yeah, and I
don't
think
it's gonna hurt it.
And to your point, like I said, these 4K updates and things, they're fan service. They're coming for free. You know, they're jumping on these consoles and they're allowing these 4K updates and things to happen for free. They're not charging anybody for it. And that's huge, you know. If you're buying these games digitally or even on disc, you're going to be able to take them from your Xbox One or your Xbox One S, put that exact same disc in your Xbox One X, and then get those updates. And they've even got some systems in place now where you can actually, based on your digital games library or just your regular games library, you can actually preemptively download the 4K assets for some of the games and have your console 4K ready and have all of that stuff downloaded before you even get your Xbox One X. So you're not going to have to wait and then use a ton of your bandwidth the same day everybody else is trying to do bandwidth and basically give Comcast their platform for net neutrality.
Oh, yeah.
Which, by the way, they tweeted this whole campaign. They've got this whole thing right now where Comcast is basically saying that no matter what the FCC determines, that they are not going to participate. I don't trust that, because they're just saying, like, yeah, whatever happens, we're going to do good by you. But if it still happens and then it's legally allowed, what morally is keeping them to keep their promise,
Nothing.
you know? Exactly.
Well, okay, so
but
I'm
not to derail too hard.
I'm going to give you a quick thing. This is why I don't trust the word Comcast says. So I don't know if anybody knows or if anyone's familiar with the fiber movement that was going on in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Did you hear about that?
Yeah.
So essentially, they were trying to build a fiber optic network to give better internet than what Comcast was providing, and Comcast actually sued them or attempted to sue them, saying that they were funding the project illegally with public funding or with something about incorrect funding or whatever. So a judge looked at the case and throws it out, saying that Comcast was essentially just wasting their time or trying to buy time to stop them from installing their fiber optic network, which would be better. So I mean, you already have a company that does shitty practices anyways. I don't trust a word they would say, even if they told me they were going to install fiber optic and upgrade everyone for free.
Yeah. But and we're not conspiracy theorists, Travis, but I appreciate your input on this.
I just think I think it's just shitty. But
yeah.
I think it's a bad way to do wrong by your customers. You understand that all you have to do is upgrade your infrastructure, like Comcast, and because
they've been given money by the government too. Like they've been like I think they're all of the like AT&T, Comcast, everybody's supposed to be able to provide a minimum to all Americans of broadband connection at 10 megabytes down, 1 up.
Yep.
Like minimum, that's what they need to achieve or something like that, and they still haven't done that.
Yeah.
So it's like they've been given these huge grants by the government. You know, but outside of our big distrust for cellular companies and things like that, I think just to finalize, like what the nice thing about those services is, and the one that I think took me by the most surprise is I know both the Xbox One and the PS4 have these backup abilities, like you can take like an external hard drive just like this one, whether it has Xbox branding or not on it. I'm pretty sure actually my PS4 backup lives on my Xbox branded hard drive. But you can plug these into your systems and do backups of everything that's on there. And, so that's the easiest way to do it. But also, if you don't want to buy an external hard drive, Microsoft is allowing home network data transfers between your old console and your new. So you're not going to have to re-download all those games. You're just going to have to basically plug in one console to the other via Ethernet or your Wi-Fi and transfer all the information on one console to the next. So you're actually not re-downloading everything. You're not pushing your data caps that shouldn't exist. All of that good stuff. And you're not slowing down so everybody's mad at you when they're trying to stream, the latest episode or whatever, and you're tanking it. So I think it's just really smart decisions on Microsoft's part as far as like what can this console do from a compatibility standpoint with other services and things. So yeah.
All right. So, what do you think? 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 What do you think?
announcements or leaks, things that will probably be confirmed in the following days with Gamescom going down.
Yeah.
THQ, you guys know them. They died and came back to life.
Yeah.
Like the B average game studio that I love to love or hate to love, but they make some good games sometimes.
They do.
And they basically had a leak because of a German magazine for a game called Biomutant. According to the magazine, this game is slated to arrive sometime next year, being 2018, and will come to PC, Xbox One, and PS4. We don't know a ton about it, but essentially it is supposed to be this post-apocalyptic kung fu fable style game in an open world, and
I mean, the picture that like in the like from the article
it looked cool. It looked really cool. If you're a fan of like Guardians of the Galaxy, imagine like Rocket in a way, like with a little grasshopper, like a sword, and knowledgeable in kung fu,
grasshopper, sidekick, and
open
stuff.
world.
That'd be sweet.
You know, they didn't
like
say
Breath of the Wild, but like with Rocket Raccoon.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Kung fu.
So, you know,
with a sword.
There's really only like one photo of it, but hopefully we'll see a lot more about that in the following days. I just thought, like, from a quick picture of it, I was like, this is cool. I want to know more about this. It's rare that a new game can get you to think to yourself and go like, oh, I wanna try that before I've even seen anything about it. So I think it's cool when they nail the marketing.
It's not an early access.
It's not. It's not an early. It's a Nordic. It's not going to be early access. They don't have the money.
Sick of it.
They don't have the money to afford the
it.
servers to do early access.
Sick of early access.
Yeah. All right. So I kind of referenced this earlier in the show about things that happen to games when people don't want to support them anymore, are very vocal about their distaste, and I don't think this is the community's fault. Sorry, guys. I have acid reflux, and it's really acting up right now. I should not drink Mountain Dew.
Punch in the chest next time.
Ugh.
It's like you puke all over the keyboard. you throw up, and then I throw up. You'd throw up, I'd throw up, probably throw up on your dog.
Jago throws up back on you.
Yeah, I'd be like, then I'd just leave.
We get banned from all streaming platforms.
Yeah, I'd be done.
Terms of service. You can't puke on stream. That's actually a thing. You're not.
Is that really?
Yeah, you're not supposed to puke on Twitch or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, you're not. Or if you do puke, it has to be off camera. Because they don't want people doing like puke challenges and stuff. Or like tip me $100 and I'll puke.
If I'm not doing, if I just involuntarily like spasm and puke, I better not get held accountable. That's crazy. I can't control it.
Well, I think it's like if you're doing it with malicious intent, where you're like, if you guys tip me $100, I'll puke right now.
Dude.
P.S. I will totally puke right now.
I know you would, but no, don't do it.
I gotta pay for this Xbox One X somehow.
Oh my God, he's killing me.
No, just kidding. I'm totally gonna get you to accidentally puke.
I don't get. It doesn't do that. Like, I actually have to see it.
That's fair. All right. Well. Anyways, BioWare confirms that there will be no DLC for Mass Effect Andromeda and also no more single-player updates and support.
It's all multiplayer now.
Yeah, it's all multiplayer now. I don't think there's much to truly say about this. Like, we expected this. I still haven't played Mass Effect Andromeda. Personally, I understand why people are upset, but every time I've played a Mass Effect game, I have never felt this, like, this game sucks. They ruined this. They changed this from that. I've always just been like, oh, this is interesting, or I like this. There are some things that I'm sure I could complain about from just hearing other people talk about Mass Effect Andromeda, but at the end of the day, it's all been said, and we're just living with the aftermath of this, right?
Yeah.
And I'll just read the full statement from BioWare so you guys know what's going on with this yourself, but they basically said... Or no, they totally said, very literally verbatim, I copy and pasted it from their website, so they didn't basically say, quote, since the release of Mass Effect Andromeda, we've worked hard to express feedback from our community, or to address feedback from our community, from improving animations to expanding customization options, we looked to respond to your concerns and build on what you loved. With each patch, you let us know we were headed in the right direction, and we're grateful to everyone who joined us on this journey. We're proud of what we created, and we hope you enjoyed it as well. Early in development, we decided to focus Mass Effect Andromeda's story on the Pathfinder, the exploration of the Andromeda Galaxy, and the conflict with the Archon. Or is that how you pronounce it?
Archon.
The game was designed to further expand on the Pathfinder's journey through this new galaxy with story-based Apex multiplayer missions, and will continue to tell stories in Andromeda Galaxy through our upcoming comics and novels, including the fate of the Quarian Arc. Our last update, 10.10 or 1.10, was the final update for Mass Effect Andromeda. There are no planned future patches for single-player or in-game story content. In the coming weeks, our multiplayer team will provide details of their ongoing support and upcoming content, including new multiplayer missions, character kits, and what's in store for N7 Day. We appreciate all the millions of people who came with us to Andromeda Galaxy, and we hope to see you in the Mass Effect, or we hope to see you again in the Mass Effect universe. And then just signed off the Mass Effect Andromeda team.
See, it pisses me off.
Oh my God! Thank you so much for the tip, Travis. I don't know.
You're not doing it.
Yeah, I might puke on stream for $5.
Dude, if you get us banned, I'm
not
so
gonna
mad.
get us banned, but it's just thank you, Travis.
Oh, God.
Yo, that's so. This is our first tip. This is our first
Yay!
tip. I got tipped once myself on my old channel. It was a birthday present tip. It was $20, but it was still like this. It was this is like a moment though. This is a moment, and Travis just gave us this moment. We beat Dopke. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Oh man.
He's like, I'm gonna call PayPal and cancel if you don't puke.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, so I'll save it for the end. Here, let me get a little more
I'm gonna
drinky
head out of here when that
drinking.
part goes down. I'm done. I can't handle that. No, but I want to tell you why I'm pissed off.
Yeah,
So,
tell me why you're upset about this.
This is why I'm mad. Because at the end of the game, they tease the fate of the Quarian Arc, right? And the game story is not terrible, okay? I mean, it's not great, but it's not terrible. But the biggest thing that like upsets me about it is just like they're keeping, of course they're gonna keep the frickin' Apex multiplayer missions alive. They get their microtransactions through it. That's where the money's at right now because no one's gonna buy the game anymore because it's garbage. Like seriously, the biggest problem with this game is there's so many side missions which are essentially just like go back and forth BS, you know, like fetch missions and stuff like that. And there's so many side missions, they feel like a frickin' chore. And a lot of times, like, the way that they organizes, like, your side missions for, like, your normal missions, it's absolute trash, and you need to get it together, Kyle! Damn it!
I was just trying to appease the...
You need to get it together!
I was just trying to appease the chat.
Dude, okay, the rule was we don't interact with chat until the end because we need to stay focused on stream for continuity.
I'm having more
for
fun
the audio!
I'm having more fun this
for the podcast! Damn it.
Alright.
If this is how it's going to be,
I'm sorry, you had to laugh at me.
We're throwing NSFW and I'm swearing on the freaking podcast.
Okay. Alright. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm telling you, man. It's good.
They were just
oh my God.
They were like, chug juice, chug something. So I was like, I'll chug whatever.
Oh my God.
I'm going to burst
You're an animal. You're a damn savage.
Thank you, Big Ron.
Damn dirty savage.
Freaking really good chug. Thank you. It was worth it. I'm an IT
you're
legend.
A savage.
I'm an IT legend.
You're a savage. That's what you want.
My shirt says it, so it must be true.
Oh my
God. Truth be told, I didn't hear everything you said because I was more focused on like don't spit this
animal.
But I understand what you're saying. Even though I didn't.
It makes me mad. No, it's just like seriously, like Bioware kiss my ass. Like, okay. So
to be fair, this company has taken some hits recently, though.
Not
Bioware.
That lead
designer passed away.
Not Bioware Edmonton. Bioware Edmonton has their shit together because they made the original Mass Effect trilogy. Bioware Montreal, who made Mass Effect Andromeda, shit the bed. And this is my argument: is I get it if they want to say that they had issues with development. Oh my God, dude! Seriously, like.
I'm sorry.
I get it if they say they had issues like with like staffing or whatever, but here's what the problem is. If you really have an issue with staffing, why didn't you go to the publisher, Electronic Arts, and say, look, this is what's going on, we're kind of screwed here.
Right. It's not like they don't have the money for it.
Because like EA knows Mass Effect is it's a huge it's a huge franchise that they have. They know they have a huge dedicated fan base to it. So the problem is, it's like I don't see how like EA wouldn't be able to help out or give them extra funding. They would do it for any other game. I mean, look at the money they threw at Titanfall 2 after Titanfall 1 didn't do great. And it was a new IP. Like, you're going to tell me they wouldn't throw that money into an existing IP? It just doesn't make sense to me.
I don't disagree. So, yeah, no, I mean, it's kind of like back to the conversation we were having about Crackdown 3. You need to acknowledge when you're not ready, and you need to communicate that the second you know. Like, you can't wait too long. You can't dance around it. You need to do what studios, like the Crackdown studio are doing. Or what was the other game? There was another game that got in front of it really well, and I even called it out. It was like Ni no Kuni 2 or something. Yeah, they like the CEO of that studio went on Twitter in a video, and he was just like, "We're sorry. We know you guys are excited. We're delaying it for these reasons." And I think that's exactly why that needs to be said and happen. So. I think I agree with Travis.
I love Titanfall.
Yeah, Titanfall did a great job where they were just, it's like free, all of our content, all of our DLC, everything is free. I think he's talking about
the first Titanfall.
What? But was that, it was free?
No, it had a season pass.
It had a season pass?
But after a while, they did make it
free. They made everything free, which is like the right way to do it.
I agree. I bought Titanfall with my Xbox One as well. I thought it was awesome. I mean, if it had a single player, that would have been great. But I mean, I played it a lot when it came out, especially for just being a multiplayer only, because it wasn't a very frustrating shooter. It wasn't like the BS you get like from the Call of Duties and stuff. Like, this was like, hey, granted, it plays a lot like Call of Duty, but the weapon game was so much more fun.
No, I agree. I'm not gonna make Dan chug something unless he wants to.
I'm not doing it.
Dan's not a sugar anymore.
I don't
put
drink.
that life behind him.
I don't do that anymore.
I know you don't. All right. So
I'm clean now. He's being a bitch. That's fine.
Yeah,
that's fine.
If the internet's gonna try and get you to do it, they'll be like, drink bleak.
Exactly. The Titanfall lacked in terms of single player, but it was good to play, and that's exactly how I felt about it.
Yeah. Too. Well, and then we talked about it earlier in the show, like
whatever.
We talked about it earlier in the show. About just, the Titanfall 2 campaign, and how even though it wasn't like a fully fleshed out campaign, in a way it still introduced enough innovative things for me to be like, I want to see more of this. It would have been a cool thing to see, Respawn make single player DLC for Titanfall or something like that. And hopefully in their next game they really elaborate on some of the foundations they laid for that and go through there.
This is what I'm most excited for. I'm going to say it. Star Wars Battlefront 2 Space Battles.
Yeah, so we'll just get right into this, and actually I just set it up too, so the stream. I want to watch this with you.
Yeah, let's do it.
I want to see how excited you get about it.
You're gonna see me lose it.
Yeah,
I love Star Wars.
I'm sure. Do you want the headphones?
No, I don't need the headphones.
All right. Well.
I love this too because this is like current saga right now. This is Force Awakens and stuff.
No, this one. Oh no, yeah. They were talking to Poe, right? Yeah. But the other thing too, I noticed when rewatching this trailer a couple times, is that they pay attention to the ship lore of the individual characters
they do.
too. So every character that's had a specialized ship in the game has that same specialized ship in here, and I bet you, it's gonna be sick.
If this plays like the original Battlefront 2, to where we get like super freaking awesome, like you can fly into each other's hangar bays.
That was my favorite thing, is flying into the enemy spawn and then blowing the ship up from the inside.
I hope to God you get to do that here, because this was too sweet.
This is so sick. But it's just like the diversity of the maps. This is gameplay. Some of it's CGI. Yeah. Obviously, but just the attention and detail on Yoda's ship, Darth Maul's ship. I'm pretty excited about this.
I can't wait. It's gonna be so good.
I can't wait till we get to Star Wars Battlefront 3, and our option then is to basically, you can go from land to air. You know? Like on the ground, it'll be both battles happening simultaneously. That'd be nasty. That's next gen.
Yeah,
that's really when we get that, I'll be like, all right, we're next gen again.
Yeah,
that's
when it really matters.
Think about just the computing power that you would need to render a map that large to where the space battles and the ground felt sizable, but your player count wouldn't leave it, so you got like 5 people in there, 5 people on the ground.
The good thing about this too is this is another reason why I'm getting the One X. It's getting the 4K treatment for the Xbox One X.
Yeah. That too.
It's
it's like
sick.
So it might have that exclusivity of like pre-order bonuses and stuff on PlayStation.
I don't care about that.
But it's gonna look the best
it's gonna
on
look
Xbox.
Amazing. Yeah, I was so torn. I'm like, do I get it like do I get it as like PC or do I get it for my Xbox? And but I think I'm gonna do Xbox because that's where most like people like Brody and stuff like we played it before, so I'll probably play it on Xbox.
Well, and that is the hardest question I have to answer a lot is where am I gonna buy this game? You know, Destiny 2, I literally was just like, am I buying it 3 times or not? Like that was like, and obviously I'm not gonna buy all of them at the same time, but it was just like, if I get it on Xbox, I can play with like Trevor's brother, and then like Seth, because Seth will have it digitally because we share a game. So then there's like 3 people I can play with. Like, are you getting it on both, or are you going just PS4? Because you're going all in on one of the copies.
I'm eventually will get it for PC, but I'm gonna start off on PS4 because that's where mostly my friends I play with.
So you're like the Xbox One is completely out. You're not even thinking about Xbox.
No, it's just because like I started originally on the Xbox with Destiny 2, and I only played up to like a certain point. I didn't buy any like the extra DLC. So
you haven't played Destiny 2 at all.
I'm gonna say Destiny, the original Destiny. Sorry,
no, you're good.
I played up until I think the Dark Below DLC, and I didn't buy it, and then that's when I switched over to PS4 and played all the way through
Jarvis,
that.
Jamar Jarvinson, welcome to the show. I don't. I'm just really torn on it because like you're the Sony. You'll be playing on PlayStation. Seth will probably primarily be playing on PlayStation. So if I want to play with you and your clan and your group, that's got to be a PlayStation purchase, right? If I want to play with the main group of people I play Xbox with, or the main group of people I play on console with, that needs to be an Xbox purchase. But then my heart goes, but PC, unlocked frame rate, like...
Well,
but then you missed the show, though, too, where... Destiny has like no third-party application support.
Oh yeah, there's no
on
support
PC.
like Discord.
So it's like no Discord support. OBS, you got to do a bunch of workarounds that basically make.
You can still use Discord within it. It just won't have the overlay.
But it's like the desire to play a game on PC, to have those third-party apps and modifications and things like, not mods, but like third-party benefits or quality of life increases, like being able to essentially stream it, from built-in things, or use like apps like Plays.tv, or have the Discord overlay in there. Like that's all gone, and I understand like their concern about not letting people code into the game or whatever, but it's just like, it's just a bummer. Like I want to play it on PC. I think the reality is I'm going to buy it twice, or really my first and main place is going to be Xbox.
Sure.
Because mainly I just like the way the Xbox controller feels the most. But yeah.
So that's what's weird to me. Like, I feel that Destiny feels better, like the control-wise for that PS4 controller, but I like the Xbox One controller so much more.
Right. Yeah, I don't... The other thing, too, I like... During their press conference, they were like, Design Labs, look at these Design Lab controllers. Microsoft was like super like, hey, look, you can make your own controller. You can put your gamer tag on it. Great fan service. I love that feature. Elite controller, please. Let me customize an Elite controller. Like, I get it because they're like, this is the Mercedes, the Elite. Like, you don't want to modify this design because this is perfection. This is, are you a pro gamer? If you don't own one of these, you're not. So, I get that part. And they do make like, oh, you can buy, I've got like my Halo customized, my Halo D-pad and stuff on it, right? Like, I've got things about this that I've customized, but if I could choose the base color of this, or like change it, it would just be cool.
I know.
But I still love that they offer that. I will never not use an Elite controller, essentially. So if this ever dies, I'll buy a new one. But it's just...
Oh, let me just say, I think the One X should have shipped with an Elite controller.
I don't think so. The price point is already high enough. That's only more reason for them to raise it. Like, and they're still putting...
I don't think it cost them $150 to make that controller, though. That's the only reason why. I think they should have tossed it in there with it.
This is like one of the cheapest controllers you can get that has the features that this controller has. All the other ones are like $300 plus.
Still, I'm not impressed by the
price. This is the bargain. I'm sorry. You got to pay $200 for a scuff that has reprogrammable buttons. Like,
just use a controller like normal people do.
Oh, get good.
Get good. If I was good, I wouldn't need a scuff controller.
No, man. Okay. No, this is I'm very. This could be chaos time.
Yes.
Right here. You just want to skip some of the topics.
I just want to get you worked up.
All right, you've hit the nerve because I've had this argument with so many people.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Every console manufacturer, everybody out there is to just open up their platform to all controllers that do not have software mod enhancements, because that way you just level the playing field. There is no more. He was using a scuff. That's why he beat me. Or, oh, he was using a mouse and keyboard. No, you choose your weapon before you go into battle. If you choose boxing gloves and I choose a deagle, sorry, you lose. Good day, sir. Like, it's not my fault that you chose the worst of the two. And I'm sorry, if you don't have the coordination to play with keyboard and mouse, you will always be gold tier when I'm platinum. Or diamond, or whatever.
I don't understand how the keyboard and mouse has to match with the scuff in a regular Xbox controller.
Because it's better, it's faster, it's more efficient and accurate.
The price point is that when you buy your console, you already have a controller.
Yeah.
So saying to get good because someone didn't want to spend the extra $150.
That's not my fault. That's like, okay.
I think it's on a fair basis.
Let's say, all right, we're gonna go play some hockey. We'll use some. You'll have a closer.
This is not gonna be a good one for you. You're gonna lose this. You're gonna lose this.
So Dan, are there hockey skates that are $1,000 and hockey skates that are $20?
Sure, probably.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know what we're gonna find for $20, but maybe
play it against sports, buddy. Like, you can buy them used for $20.
Sure.
Okay, we'll be a little nicer. Like retail $150, and then there's hockey skates that are $1,000.
Sure.
Now there's a point where a beginner will not benefit from the $1,000 skates, but they will have better support, better comforts, and will maybe able to do things that they would not have better been able to do because they do have better skates that allow them a better fit.
Sure.
Right? Okay,
I mean,
so
maybe. I mean, we're saying maybe some what ifs. So I mean, you know.
So equipment at that point, if you put a pro though in $150 skates, they're still gonna shred that up. So for the pro, it's their individual skill. It's not the equipment. It's them that makes the difference. So for me, it's the tool on how I'm gonna get the job done. The keyboard and mouse doesn't make me better, but if I'm already programmed to be better, if I am better. Give me a keyboard and mouse, give me a controller, I'm still going to outthink you in game sense. So the keyboard and mouse just makes it easier, but it doesn't give you the instinct of the game. So just remove it. Just remove this barrier of concept that the controller makes the difference and let people choose their own weapon. And if you feel that you're getting turned on all the time, if you feel you're dying, it's not fair, you either evolve or you die. I'm sorry. It's survival of the fittest out here in the gaming world. And get on it, people. Get on it. Keyboard and mouse is king.
No, I'm all about keyboard and mouse. I wish I could play Halo with the keyboard and mouse.
I just get so heated when people are just like, keep it pure. It's like, what are you, console nationalist?
Give me keyboard and mouse on my Xbox, please.
It's just with all this crossplay and stuff too. It's like that's the hardest part. Is like the one thing that they could have been saying on this stage too, outside of crossplay, they needed to say cross-buy. They're missing that magic word of cross-buy. I know it to be true that if I buy a Windows 10 or an Xbox One game with my Xbox Live account, I'm getting it on both, but they didn't say that. Yeah. Yeah, let's use 360 controllers on CS:GO. There's about 1 million videos on YouTube to prove to you that that's how you get aim cancer. But it's the point though is like that if somebody like you would never as a primarily console person win a game of Counter-Strike with a controller, even if you were more comfortable with it, right?
No, man, it's way too the response time on the PC and the keyboard and mouse is way too fast.
I mean, CS:GO did come out on consoles the same day it came out on PC.
Yeah, but if you put the people like on controllers versus PC players, like PC.
Oh, it's over. It's over.
Wipe up the floor with them.
I'm just, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can, if you're bad at a game, you're forever bad at a game. It doesn't matter if you're using a keyboard or mouse or a controller. So, like, let's just end this debate about how you get better at a game and just move on.
Sure,
you know?
Kyle?
Sure. What do you mean, sure?
I'm just saying I'm agreeing with you. Say sure, Kyle.
You're saying it smug. Like, look at your face.
I'm just laughing.
No, it's something me and Trevor actually get into a debate about. He's like, oh no, I'll beat you with the controller any day in Halo. And I'm like, you will not. But we'll see. It'll come soon. Halo 6 on PC and console crossplay, I'm sure. For multiplayer only, or no, for campaign only crossplay. Right. I'm like,
hey,
what do you mean?
You can just turn off shields and just fucking light each other up. Oh man, maybe you know what though? If they do custom game crossplay support, I'll play it all day. Dude. Oh yeah.
Dude, I just it technically exists right now.
I'm terrible.
Where you can on PC you can play Halo 5 Forge and just do custom matches with people, and I've done that before. It's pain in the butt because you got to do like looking for groups on Reddit. But you can get it going. Yeah. It's fun. I like Halo on PC. Played it way back in the day. Halo C, Halo 2, whatever.
Yeah, those are so much fun. I used to play that in high school. In my what year was it? My
oh yeah, an AutoCAD class, and we all had it loaded.
AutoCAD. Mine was in my was Mr. Polk, his art tech class.
I don't know. I didn't go to school with you.
I'm just saying. That's how I'm remembering it. It was my art tech class in the morning.
Art tech, okay.
Okay, so I was basically the best, right? So,
okay.
No, in my class, because I'd always have like my assignments done like way ahead of time. So I had like 30 minutes left of class. I just fire up Halo C, jump on them in the Japan servers because those are the ones that were still up, and I'd play with the kids in Japan. It was fun. And then everyone in my row would do it too. We'd all get our like assignments done, help each other out, and we'd all play Halo against each other.
No, but basically too, if you think about it at school, all those computers are already networked. So basically, all you have to do is give everybody the file. So we had a moment where like everybody had a Steam-free version of CS 1.6.
Yeah.
And we all loaded up 1.6 on these school computers because anything can run 1.6.
True.
And like the lecture would be going on, and somebody would get like deagled, and you'd hear them like slam their mouse down. Teacher would turn around and would just be like, "No, we're just paying attention." Yeah. And so it would just be these funny moments where you just like, or some clutch would happen. Somebody get like a 1v4 clutch, and it would be like, you want to react, but you're like, we're not supposed to be playing games.
Be screaming.
The day we were caught was the worst day of that class.
Yeah? What happened? Yeah. Let's hear the story.
We all got like detention, and
that's not bad. That's awesome.
Yeah, and then
legendary.
we came. But what was nice is the majority of us had our assignments done, so we were all like, we're just we're done with this already. Yeah. So kind of like your scenario. All right. I talked about this, I think, with Seth on the last show, but Nintendo is cool again, man.
Oh yeah, man. Splatoon and everything. That's all I'm hearing about Splatoon.
That's
all I'm hearing about it.
Yeah. I
want to switch so bad.
I think the biggest thing, the proof is in the pudding. They topped the NPD chart with the best-selling game of July was Splatoon 2.
Yeah.
Granted, that was like the biggest release of July, but for Nintendo to outsell a game that could potentially, or to outsell games that could be on the Xbox One, the PS4, that could have these sales metrics and numbers, to do it on its console itself with an exclusive title, that shows a lot, you know? And I think we need to acknowledge that there's probably a ton of Switches out in the wild now, and the conversion rate of owner to game is really high.
Of course.
So it's like,
if you're buying a Switch, like with any type of Nintendo system, you're gonna pick up a couple games with it too.
Well, if you think about me, I have 1-2 Switch, I have Mario Kart 8, I have why am I forgetting? ARMS. I have Breath of the Wild, and I have Splatoon. That's 5 games, one console. I said Mario Kart. So that's 5 games, one console. I've had this console essentially since, March.
Yeah.
That's almost a game per month that I've been able to purchase, and then there's still titles coming out that I want to get.
Yep.
I think my biggest dilemma, as with somebody with 3 consoles, there are some decisions that I have to make this season that I'm kind of bummed out about, but I will make them if I have to.
Right.
But yeah, I think it's important to also note that this is not including digital sales. So anybody who owns extra memory or anything on their Switch and bought this digitally, not using the game cartridges and stuff, that information is just completely missing from this. So it's just, I don't know. It's good to see Nintendo back on top. I like to see Nintendo succeeding. It's important for them to succeed.
Yeah.
I don't think the Switch is necessarily the most innovative thing ever. I don't think it's just different in a refreshing way, you know. It's like we're looking at the Xbox One X, and powerful console. I will not ever forget that the Xbox One is the most powerful console.
Oh, no, we won't.
Yeah, no, it's granted, I could probably build a Steam box that just launches Steam OS and call it a console, and it'll charge $80, $100. No, I'm just kidding. It's just.
Yeah.
And then it wouldn't be the most powerful console, but then they just call it a PC and discredit me. But the other thing, jeez, there's so many things that Microsoft did right today. You just want to nerd out about Gamescom press conference for the remainder of the show?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, there's so much. Oh my god, there's so much good stuff.
I already did like the opening rant about it. Are there things you want to highlight from it though?
No, I mean I was excited because even though it wasn't anything new, I got to see some more Cuphead, which I'm like super
It was
stoked
literally
about.
the same gameplay.
I know, but it's cool because every time I get to see that September 29th like tease, I'm just like it's closer. It's available to pre-order now, where it wasn't wasn't able to be pre-ordered before. I was stoked to see a little bit more of like some Shadow of War stuff. I don't know if it was anything new that they showed off, but it was cool to see like some little bit more gameplay, seeing some more Balrog action.
They showed a lot more of the story.
Yeah,
I
it was
think,
cool.
in that, it was like you're like, oh, whoa, we're flying on dragons now or whatever. Like I had no idea about that. So they definitely let us more into this is some of the stuff you're gonna run into, and I wanted to know about that. Is that the world seemed more varied.
Yeah,
from that trailer there, and,
rather than looking the same,
in a way
like,
that
with
Shadow of Mordor did not feel like.
It felt the same exact locations every time.
Yeah, or it's just like it was like, oh, this one's the snowy ruins, whereas this one's the summery ruins, but it was still ruins. Whereas this is like, oh, this is the forest, this is the the town.
It looks really cool.
And the story arc, like I don't by any means claim to be like the biggest Lord of the Rings fan, but I thoroughly enjoyed and cherished like the original trilogy of the movies.
Absolutely.
And I like the lore that goes into it, and it's very fitting because like I'm tearing through Game of Thrones right now, and it's fitting with the setting, I guess. So I'm excited to play Shadow of War, but the damn single player microtransactions is just
you don't have to buy them.
I don't have to buy them, but they shouldn't exist. And I think the biggest point I had about this, because this was a chaos topic, and Seth really fought me on this, man. He really got me going. But I think
so I have a chance to get you going again. Perfect.
No,
Let's see how this goes.
Because I'm just gonna leave it at this: that there is no way that I play that game and at any point don't feel like the game feels grindy for the sake of microtransactions, because I know that they're there, and that subconsciously tells me that that's a filler to a degree, or that there is a grind for me to be able to protect my base or whatever. Like there's going to be something that's going to be grindy for the sake of that, to encourage to a degree the desire to do the microtransaction. Somewhere in that game, it has to be there as a filler. There's no way around it, because games get grindy just for achievement's sake, with no microtransactions. You introduce microtransactions, how would there be a way where that's not happening? To answer your question, Calvin, is England is not in my city, if you're referring to like the country, England.
Yeah, England isn't a city. So.
I mean, it could be. I'm sure
well,
there's...
London, England.
Yeah.
So, I mean, London's the city, England's the country.
But I'm sure that there's like
or
a city named
province.
England
Yeah,
or whatever. But
we're not from there.
No, we're not. Thank you for
ear shattering, like
ear
yelling
shattering.
in the microphone.
We're not in. But yeah, so shit. I keep forgetting. I'm really bad at keeping track of what I was saying before.
It's all good. I'll just keep talking about Gamescom stuff, like how sick that trailer was for the Xbox One X, though. Like, dude, tell me that thing wasn't hyped, though. That was such a hyped trailer with all the stuff they were showing off, like showing how it renders it and loaded it and everything, and like we were saying, we like how Apple does like the 3D videos, like the CGI. How it
it's cool to watch, but at the end of the day, is it a benefit? Is it anything that?
Cool.
No, but it's cool. It's cool to see like when people put
flair.
Nice marketing on something. No, I feel like Microsoft has been doing a lot of things, whether that be from their personal PCs to their hardware market and their software. Like, people hate on Windows 10 and stuff, but there's a lot of really convenient features in there. I'm sure at the end of the day, yes, it does take more of your CPU to do these features and things, but Microsoft's really looking towards the future of software.
Yeah.
And I think it's starting to shine. Like, now that they're putting a powerful enough console in our hands to where developers are saying this is a breeze, this is unlocking our potential, our original vision actually now gets to become our vision with limited to no reason why we have to pull back. Creative director for Assassin's Creed Origins was, saying, like, with the power of the Xbox One X, we've been truly able to, push this.
Yeah.
And I know we said that, or I'm sure a lot of people said that with the next gen consoles, the Xbox One or Xbox One and PS4, but I think now they got to the point very quickly where they're like, we're hitting the caps again, and to the point where it wouldn't make sense for another console generation, but with some of the advancements that we're starting to see in the PC market, with the new architectures for the graphics cards, with AMD
like
being really
console.
Well, and the other thing too is you've got like Threadripper and these huge CPU shakeups in the markets for AMD and Intel, and we're starting to see those effects trickle down into the consoles. If anything, Sony will now be primed to create what is the next most powerful console in a big way that I think Microsoft has set the timeline for themselves better. Because now they have the truly the most powerful console, and Sony's already made that. So Sony now is going to be stuck in this cycle of playing catch-up unless they hold off for a really long time.
Right.
And I don't know if they're going to do that. I don't think we're going to see another PS4 anything until 2009.
I hope not, because, geez, like, we don't need to keep getting more stuff every freaking year.
What are you going to do? Like, the PS4 Pro S? Or something like that? Like, I guess in that sense, that's fine. Like, I just don't want to see consoles yearly. I don't want to see these yearly upgrades like we do with phones. It's unnecessary and doesn't need to happen.
It's a waste of resources and money and stuff, too.
And realistically, if you think about phones, too, like, I have an iPhone 7 Plus. I don't need whatever's next. Like, my phone rips. I love my phone. Will I get what's next? Probably, but
you don't necessarily need it.
I don't need it.
Luxury at this point.
But it's just one of those things. The way that market's set up, and I think, console manufacturers will go and start to walk a deep and steep hill if they start to release consoles too fast. I think Microsoft hit the nail on the head with the Xbox One S. Just slim it down. Make this a better console, learn from what we can, and then the Xbox One X coming through and being like, this is a true, powerful machine. If you want it, you don't need it. Whereas, like, Sony basically had to push the PS4 Pro so they could show VR.
Yeah, that's true.
Where it's like, you can do VR on a PS4,
but it's better on the PS4
but
Pro.
it's as it should be on the PS4 Pro. And so it's just things like that where it's like they had a timeline that they had to hit and they were in a privileged place to not have to think about where Microsoft was at. Right. But now, they may still be winning 2-1, but now I just think Microsoft really shook this up.
I think so too.
So
I think they hit it out of the park today.
Yeah. Well, it's just games like...
Plus 100 more titles coming in the pipeline for Microsoft, they were saying today.
For the updates or the... I don't think they announced like 100 games coming, but they did. They said there was over 100 games getting the the Xbox One enhancement treatment.
The 100 games, that's more than I think the PS4 Pro supports right now.
Yeah.
I don't think they even support 100 games yet.
Well, the other thing too is just,
most of them aren't third party either. Most of them are first party titles.
Well, I know they said all the Xbox Ones or all the Microsoft Studio titles were doing it for sure, no question. And then they the official list is on Major Nelson's blog right now, actually. And I could probably look that up while we're talking about it.
Yeah, because I know Shadow of War is getting it.
Yep.
Which is going to be really cool, because that's not even a Microsoft studio. That's Warner Brothers.
Let's see. Where's the list? Major Nelson. No. Oh, yeah, Xbox. Yeah, there we go. Right. Oh my gosh.
There's
I'm not gonna read all of these, but we'll
point out the big ones. Ark Survival, Anthem's gonna get it.
AC Origins,
Assassin's Creed Origins, Black Desert,
Below,
Crackdown 3. There we go.
Yeah. Well, Dead Rising 4,
Diablo
3,
Darksiders 3, and Dead Rising 4. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, Diablo 3. I didn't know they were gonna do that. That's so cool.
Dishonored 2, and then the
new one's coming
standalone Dishonored, which I no idea what that's about.
I have no idea. I'm not.
And even though I thought that was just DLC for Dishonored 2, and I'm realizing it's like its own thing.
Fallout 4, Firewatch. Oh my god, look at all these games. Yes, Gears of War.
Oh yeah, that's right. Firewatch is coming to Xbox One. Yeah, the Forza's, Gears of War.
No, Firewatch's already out for Xbox One.
Oh, it's already on there?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'm not going to play it again.
Forza
well, maybe
Horizon
for
3,
achievements, because I'm a little cheap.
But For Honor, Forza 3, Forza 7, Forza Horizon 3, I should say, Forza 7. Oh my god, look at all the games. This is amazing.
Yeah.
Halo 5, Halo Wars 2, Hitman, Injustice 2, Jurassic Park. Oh, that's going to be sweet.
That's that Jurassic Park
I'm going to build myself a paddock and put the dinosaurs in there.
The one thing I thought would be like cool is like you
get to play as the dinosaurs and escape.
Well, but it would be that situation where you're like, I'm just working on the defenses over on this wall, and then you're like, and then you get this little pop in the corner, T-Rex is out, and you're like, God damn! You're just like, you're like zooming out. Where is it? I need to minimize
to the escape point as fast as possible.
Because I'm sure there's going to be a dynamic to the game where you have to have your parks money coming in.
It's going to be like Roller Coaster Tycoon, man, but even crazier.
It's going to be funny to be like, how do I manage the T-Rexes got out? Like those damn raptors, they're killing all my guests.
Killing Floor 2, though, on a side note. Killing Floor 2, look at that. I don't really care about Mafia 3. I wasn't impressed with it.
I mean, it's a good story.
But Metro Exodus, I know they were really thrilled to talk about that. Like I said, Shadow of War. I don't know how Minecraft is going to look any different in 4K, but apparently.
Yeah. But I mean, it's going to look better.
But we get
Quantum Break, I think, was a really big one for me.
I think
it was like, it's almost the forgotten Xbox One exclusive.
It's good. It was very good.
To see that get the 4K treatment,
that makes me happy.
Is nice.
I'll bet you it's gonna run really good too. It's optimized on that 4K.
Resident Evil 7. Let's see.
Rocket
League. That's a big one.
That'd be pretty cool. I don't know how much better they're gonna make it look.
Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Yes. Battlefront 2 and State of Decay 2. I'm really excited for that.
Super Hot would be nice in 4K.
Right. Elder Scrolls Morrowind Online. They're gonna get a 4K treatment, and Skyrim.
Skyrim.
That gets
me on this list.
Skyrim, Elder Scrolls 5, right there.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm looking for S's. I'm
so excited. The Witcher 3 is gonna get the 4K treatment for the Xbox One X.
Wildlands, The Division gets
Titanfall 2 is going to as well. Warhammer, Wolfenstein 2. Dude, this is a good list of games getting 4K. This is a really good list.
And that's just the ones announced as of now. Like, this could be more, you know?
Yeah, this is gonna be really nice.
Yeah,
This is more reason why I'm glad we pre-ordered them, man.
Yeah, no, and
you don't get charged for them from Amazon until it ships. What up?
Right. And we got the Project Scorpio ones too.
Yeah, you got to go for the Project Scorpio edition.
Nice. Let's see if oh yeah, that was a nice thing. The official Minecraft themed Xbox One X. It's cool. So it's like, I'm not a Minecraft person. I played it to get the achievements. My little brother really likes it, and I played it with him too. But this console is really cool. I like the design of it. Basically, for those of you guys who haven't seen it, they do like the grass block on the like front or top side of what is the Xbox One S, with a really nice mesh pattern. But on the bottom, they did redstone that will illuminate when you turn the console on. And because the Xbox One S can be used with a stand, by the way, the Xbox One X comes with a stand, whereas the One S does not come with a stand. So that's interesting, because like I was thinking like, oh, go right there or something like that. Yeah. You know, like do a little cable management, but like, because the other one's so big, I mean, like, that's the Xbox One X is like one of those DVD VCR combo. Yeah. It's just bigger than it needs to be. But you know, that was really nice, and I want to buy that piggy controller though, just because it's a little piggy. Yes. But it was a good controller. I liked that in general. We should talk about this too.
PlayStation's Twitter and Facebook accounts were briefly hacked. Sony.
You keep doing this thing where you increase the price of PlayStation Plus in other territories, and you don't use that money to increase your security for your systems. This isn't a PlayStation Network hack, but it is a Twitter and Facebook account, which may have led to other things.
It could.
You don't really know, and it's just it just sucks that when anybody gets hacked, you always have to be concerned about, like, what is the bigger thing of this? Like, do I have to go change my password? Do I have to do whatever? And in my personal opinion, if you guys do have PlayStation Network accounts, I would probably advise you just go check, make sure everything's clear, update your passwords, don't lose your precious digital purchases and things like that. But just, it's just Sony. Get it together, man.
Yeah.
anything else?
Dude,
You saw
Overwatch
that.
with Doomfist.
Let's,
though,
I want to
man.
watch this. I want to watch this. Let's see here. Is it show? Oh, did I freeze? There we go. What happens here?
It's the Doomfist
So the-
Zarya
does
double
she-
alt.
So she gets the graviton. Oh.
What's Doomfist? Oh!
Oh my god.
Look at all the kills they're getting. Like, oh man, dude, that's awesome.
What?
Dude, I don't know how people can play their settings that high. See how quick that guy spun around?
He probably has a mouse like this where you can crank your DPI really quickly and then take it down. But yeah, that is a sick play, man. That is a sick play.
That was sweet.
I love.
That was in the Pro League too.
Yeah. Shoot. All right. Nope. There we go.
Yeah, that was in Apex. That's what's going on.
PSA. Yeah, we know.
Yeah, Xbox One pre-orders are live.
Yeah, if you, I mean, we were talking about it, but if you guys didn't know, Xbox One pre-orders live. I'm pretty sure all the Scorpio editions are gone from Amazon. Still
GameStop
available.
still has them, I think.
Yeah, GameStop still has them, and I think Best Buy still has them too.
And if they don't have them on the website, they'll have them in store too, because they have so many
Yeah.
quota they can meet.
Did you want to talk about the No Man's Sky content update? Or do you care?
I don't care.
Because like
I gave
I've
up
heard,
with No Man's Sky.
I've heard good things about it. I still have No Man's Sky on Steam. I just don't. You missed your chance, guys. You know, it's like I feel like No Man's Sky, like what they did is what they needed to do, and that's shut up and fix the game. Like I get that, but like at this point, this is like when you break up with your significant other, and you're like, don't worry, I'll change. And then you just waited too long to change, and now you're irrelevant. She's got a new boyfriend.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like straight up. It's like I've got other games to play that have storylines and that were finished when they released. You know, I just like I think it's important that they did what they did. I just don't care. I just don't care.
Yeah, it's too late at this point.
It is. It is. Well, that's all I got.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't
we
know.
had some good stuff we talked about.
Yeah.
And,
Is there anything we missed?
dude, okay, one thing I want to talk about is how awesome Netflix's Marvel the Defenders is.
Yeah? Is that your dig for the week?
That's my dig for the week. Christian and I have been watching it.
Okay.
We have two or three episodes left, but it kind of starts off. It doesn't start off slow. It starts off kind of letting you know, hey, here's what everyone's been doing, and then it's like, bam, here's all this crazy shit going down. Like, it's heavy. Everything's going on right now. Like, everyone be aware of what's happening.
Yeah.
It's good though. I mean, it's
So
cool.
I saw you say you like Danny Rand in this more.
Iron Fist is much better in the Defenders than he was in the Iron Fist standalone
I'm
series.
Danny Rand.
I'm Danny Rand.
No, I'm Danny Rand.
But
Gosh,
I honestly almost equate it to being like the Avengers, but
Yeah.
I like the dynamics more. Just because they don't have the same type of responsibilities on them as like Captain America, Iron Man,
Right.
Hulk, and all of them do.
It's not. It's
Thor.
more humanized. I think.
Yeah, I think there's a more human element to the heroes in the Defenders versus like with the Avengers, and I think the reason why you get to get more out of it though is because you get 8 episodes of it rather than like a 2-hour sitting or a 2.5-hour viewing of like just a
Right.
movie, which has everything's got tied together in a short time frame versus you can flesh it out over 8 episodes.
Yeah. I just think, like, I didn't think Iron Fist was the best. I didn't think it was the worst, though.
Yeah,
it
wasn't terrible.
I
It
was
just
just more
wasn't that
interested in how it set up the hand. But
Yeah.
I've been seeing a lot of people, like, boycotted or just didn't watch Iron Fist or whatever. Their personal reasons were, for some people, it was just, like, just didn't have time, didn't care, wasn't appealing enough.
I watched the first
That's
episode.
how I
and
felt
was just
about
like,
Jessica
okay.
Jones. I was just like,
I
had no
loved it,
interest
too.
initially. I was like, I don't want to watch Jessica Jones. Like, what is her power? That's super strength? Like, I got that from Luke Cage. Like, give me some diversity here, other than the fact that she's a woman. And then I started watching. I was like, this is dark. This is like the Kilgrave. Like this enemy is just like, whoa. Was not expecting that.
It's good.
So I kind of was like, all right, well, I'll give Iron Fist a chance too because I didn't like. Truth be told, like I'm not a huge comic book person, so I don't know the origin stories of Iron Fist, of Luke Cage, of Jessica Jones. I really only knew Daredevil. And that's it. And like Punisher stuff, but that's the people, right?
He's not in the Defenders.
Oh, Daredevil's not a Defender?
No, Daredevil's Punisher's not.
Oh, but not. Or you watched the whole thing already, right?
Almost done.
Okay.
It's
but
Daredevil.
Is Punisher getting his own thing though?
He is. It's before the end of the year. We're gonna get the Punisher series before the end of the year.
Yeah, and then the new season of Narcos is coming. There's just too much TV to watch.
I'm so excited. I love John Bernthal as the Punisher. I know everyone wanted Thomas Jane because they like the standalone Punisher movie.
Yeah.
But I think John Bernthal is awesome as a Punisher.
I just can't ever look at him without thinking about what a bitch he was in The Walking Dead.
Damn it, Laurie! I love you, Laurie.
Like,
I'm a better man than you are, Rick.
Yeah, it's just like, dude, he's
him,
not dead. Accept your reality.
I still loved him. He was so good as Shane. I thought it created a really good dynamic in The Walking Dead. I wish he was still on the show. I wish they would have killed off Laurie sooner.
I'm glad that kid shot him.
Oh, Carl.
Yeah. Good job, Carl.
You did good, Carl.
You did.
Carl, you did good, Carl.
You did your dad good, Carl. Yo, Microsoft Show Games.
Oh,
Alex
Morrison!
Get out of here, Morrison!
My boy!
What do you mean it was absolute garbage?
He loved it. Don't let him fool you.
No, he probably didn't though, because like, here's the other thing. I will say this, and this is one of my complaints about it. It was 100%. Are you already an Xbox fan? Cool. Get ready to get hyped.
Yeah.
There was nothing they showed that was like, are you on the other side of the field? Come play with us.
Yeah.
There was not a single thing on that stage that was meant to lure somebody over.
The thing is, though, I think the problem is, too, is that most of the time, like, they use E3 for that venue because it's much larger scale than Gamescom is. Or maybe even something like PAX,
No Phil Spencer either.
Yeah,
like,
bro, my boy Phil.
I love you, boy. I love you. But get on a plane. Go to Germany. Live it up.
I mean, he
out
could
of
be
all
there.
the weeks to be in Germany, though, I probably wouldn't want to be in Germany this week.
No.
Or maybe I would, to get a real reality check on how you deal with Nazi history. You denounce it left and right. I don't want to get into it.
Too deep
but
into
Germany
it
is the perfect example, of how to take care of this. You denounce it, you stomp it out, it doesn't exist anymore because you move on as a country. And like, as much as I don't want to be associated with any of this conversation right now, I could understand if I'm stretching, but if there were some reasons where I would probably be like, I don't really want to go to Germany right now.
Sure, that makes sense.
Like home base, nah, I'm good. I'm not saying that's what happened, but
maybe get down.
you actually didn't. It was 90-minute long advertisement. I feel like that's what all of Gamescom is really going to be, though, because E3 is when
you show off your new stuff.
Yeah, when you show off your new stuff and you make the big announcements. Gamescom is kind of when you just double down on release dates, you show off some of the stuff, get people a little bit more hyped up. Tokyo Game Show is your last opportunity to, sell some stuff before the holiday hits. So, in late September into October, that's when you're getting Tokyo Game Show, and that is the final last, cut. You're seeing everything coming from the East.
Yeah.
You're getting a little bit more, JRPG, Japanese influence games, things like that, like Persona, or, Final Fantasy, stuff like that.
Persona 5 is still the best game ever.
And that's when they kind of show off a little bit of the hands that they're playing for a more international audience. Yeah. But Gamescom is really just to remind you what you are to expect. And so it'll be interesting to see what Sony does soon within this. But I think this was just Microsoft doubling down on their marketing, their verbiage, the games to expect, setting proper expectations, and then really setting that, the template down for, this is how easy it's going to be if you want to be a part of this.
Yeah. Yep.
And I think they did that messaging well. But, to what Alex said, though, he's being a little hyperbolic about it being garbage.
Okay,
but I think from a viewing stance, I didn't enjoy viewing it.
No,
but then,
oh my God, the cringe.
In our Discord, we were
talk about how cringy the hosts were. It was really bad.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I want to bring this up, but
let's not do it.
I'm going to bring it up. It's just Blizzard announced Legion at Gamescom.com. Gamescom, so I'm hoping to see some sick shit from Blizzard. Yeah, I mean, I didn't know that. I saw that.
I'm glad
across
he
the
sent
board.
that because now I'm gonna look into it.
I was like, well, yo, just throw us a link in there real quick. Do our work for us, Alex, because you're a lawyer now, and I need you to fact check this. But yeah, it's just, what was I talking about before that?
Oh, no.
Okay.
No, he's saying before they announced Legion, World of Warcraft Legion at Gamescom, so he's expecting to see stuff.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, so we got it. Don't respond to us.
Oh, like that. Okay.
Damn it! Oh, wait. Okay, never mind. He was talking about Sony. Okay, we're good.
Okay. Sony won't be at Gamescom. Okay, yeah, Paris Games Week. Okay. But PSX isn't until like way late into holiday season. That's like in December. If they're not going to be at Gamescom, then the next time they're going to get to talk is Tokyo Game Show. So, but even then, Sony's already like they're looking into 2019. They have no exclusives in the back end of this year. I mean, they might have like one or two, but they have like they don't have a holiday slate. They are banking on their third-party exclusives.
You got God of War coming.
That's not the end of this year though. None of that is this year.
Oh, you're right. It's all next year, isn't it?
Specifically, Death Stranding is not this year.
I think they said Death Stranding's be 2019, 2020.
What was the game you just brought up?
Days Gone?
Yeah, Days Gone is not this year either. God of War is next year. Yeah, God of War is...
any exclusives? Do you have anything coming out this year in the pipeline to get excited about?
Holiday exclusive... I can't type today. Yeah, if you're saying hold up to our... Sony, somebody's like saying Sony shouldn't release any. I think he caught that we caught. Let's see. Sony reveals every PS4 exclusive to, let's see. HardcoreGamer.com. Most reliable source.
They're totally trustworthy.
Alright, totally trustworthy. Alright, so Gran Turismo Sport. But, okay, so these already all came out. Detroit got pushed back. This is already out. I mean, Uncharted Lost Legacy was, a win for now. Horizon's out.
Persona 5's already out.
Knack 2's next
Nioh's
year.
already out.
Yeah, they really don't have anything.
They don't have a lot in the pipeline.
I'm excited for Hot Shot Golf, though. Where is it? Somebody said it in the comments. Oh, still no Hot Shot. No, there needs to be a Hot Shot. What?
Because
it doesn't technically say like on I know what they mean. Like there's a big debate on whether like Persona was ever gonna come to like Switch. Look at Janko. He's just like
what a creep.
It's just like
You can get him in the angle. Let me just put the microphone down for a sec.
What are you doing, Jenga? You're just like throwing my back at it.
Something else, man.
Come here. Oh gosh. Come here.
It's a trash everything.
Who's a good boy? You're just running circles.
No, but I think it was Gamescom was good. I mean, it was like I said, I liked watching the gameplay content. I did not like the cringeworthy hosts.
Oh my gosh, yeah, the hosts were bad. There always are. And for instance, so here's the problem I have right now with. All right, I'm gonna get into this. You can tell me if you don't want to get into it.
Okay, I'll let you start and then I'll let you know.
All right, so we saw a little bit with the Google recently with like the gender diversity hiring scenarios, and I think it's been like kind of a recognized or a conversation that's happened a lot with gaming stuff too. Do we have enough women in gaming? I don't know if it's her first appearance or whatever. The girl who came out to speak for Cuphead sounded like she was reading a marketing email that she got hired to read. Like it just didn't seem like this person had ever worked on the game. And I couldn't help but notice like there was an immense amount of diversity on that stage for people that were coming up and speaking. As far as gender goes,
sure.
Wasn't necessarily paying attention to race diversity on the stage, but I noticed like there's a lot more women talking about these games or presenting these games or representing these studios. But the one that it clicked in my brain, it like irked me. It was like, this is a woman representing this game, and she knows nothing about this game. And yet she's like the marketing person representing this game. And I just got to the point where it's like, are we having these people speak about these games just to be like, hey, we got a woman talking about our game, or somebody who's actually passionate and invested in this game? Was it stage fright? I don't know. Like, I don't want to really get into it, but it was just annoying for that moment of just like, this feels like forced diversity. This feels unpassionate. It's like, I don't want diversity in games if it means that we're losing our heart in it.
Jurassic World.
So yeah. Good. And that was not even a console.
She was so bad, yeah.
She was, yes. And so it's just like, I understand diversity for diversity's sake. I get that narrative, but also it's just one of those things like, I can't stand when it's so forced that it feels disingenuous. It's just like, I know for a fact that there is a woman out there who loves Cuphead and who would speak to that infinitely better.
Oh, yeah.
And she seemed like she was just trying to get through the bullet points on the script as much as possible. No passion in her voice. No, just like It was like an empty soul, and it was like, you're just like, are you just on the stage like for show or what?
Coming out September 29th, and it's all hand drawn.
Yeah, we wanted to keep it authentic.
We wanted
and
it to feel
to the 1930s.
We wanted to feel like it was 1930s cartoons as we drew them. I hand drew them myself, really. What? If you truly believe that phrase or the words.
Yeah, it's like, I'm a gamer. I like to look at things just as much as anybody, but you can't distract me. A personal thing that majorly pissed me off is the guy that they brought out to talk about Forza mispronounced Porsche while in Germany. That seemed really short-sighted. I will say
it was perfect. What do you mean?
I don't. But the guy who spoke,
it was on purpose.
But that guy who spoke for Forza, at least he knew what he was talking about.
He did know his stuff.
He knew his stuff. He had stories to tell. He was interesting. I wanted.
He had
to
stage
hear more.
fright. He didn't want to say Porsche wrong.
I feel like mispronunciations happen all the time. Like, I do it all the time. And it just happens.
Oh, I know
sometimes.
you do.
So if he
all
said Porsche versus Porsche or whatever, like, I'm not gonna get too upset about that.
Alex will though.
But Alex will, you know. Are you upset about it, Django? Or are you just mad you're being ignored right now?
Pya, right in the face, sucker.
But yeah, I just, let's see. If they're going to have a guy represent their game, especially when a big selling point is having a Porsche 911 GT-R RS in the game, they should at least make sure he says sport. It says Porsche, right?
Look at this guy named Matthew in the chat.
Who's Matthew? Do you know Matthew?
Yeah.
Who is he?
Brody.
Oh, that's Brody.
Yeah, his real name's not Brody.
His real name's not Brody?
His first name's not Brody. His first name's Matthew.
What?
Yeah.
I'm living a lie.
Matthew Brody Followell.
I did not know that. Never have I seen his. He's on Brody. He's on Facebook as Brody.
I know.
I just thought that. I was like, his parents are cool. They gave him a cool name. No, like, Brody's like, I don't identify that way. He changed his name.
I think Katie's called him Matthew before, and he was like, no.
He's like, you do that one more time, I'll quit.
He's like, don't you call me Matthew. Only my parents can.
Django, I'm gonna let you go here. There you go.
There he is. Look.
Loser. Oh wow! Wow. Well, closing time.
It's time. Our whole friendship is a lie.
You never. Yo, look. I didn't tell you my name was Douglas and have people calling me Dougie and all this stuff, even though that's my middle name.
I get it, Alex.
Oh yeah, I'm a stickler for Porsche being pronounced properly.
Porsche, dude. What
it's not Porsche. It's Porsche. Did you assume my name? Yeah, I actually.
We're not gonna get it
I
back.
very blatantly assumed that your name was Brody because you dress like a Brody, you look like a Brody, you sound like a Brody, so you must be a bro. D.
Oh, and even Morrison didn't know either.
It's
spiraling out of
coming of
control.
age, just like our fan base or our friends are just like, what? But I hate ending these because I could do this all day.
I know,
but you gotta.
I need to get some food.
What time's Rick and Morty? That's 11.
Rick and Morty's 11:30.
11:30, even better.
About to get some of that Rick and Morty dough.
I'll just watch it on a YouTube stream or something. Be like, Dan, can you FaceTime me?
Man.
Can you FaceTime
It'll be reversed,
me?
though.
Huh?
It'll be reversed.
What do I care?
It just wouldn't be the same.
Who cares?
It wouldn't look as good. It'd be like shit.
I'm glad Seattle's treating you well. Can't talk too much about, unless you're talking to Brody. You guys can talk in the chat about this, but
yeah, we'll let that go.
We can't.
Yeah, we'll let that go.
What's up, Daniel? We're actually ending the show, but I appreciate you joining in. Anyways, we do this show every Sunday where we talk about just the things that happened.
It is Porsche, so suck it.
It's not It is Porsche.
It's Porsche. It's Porsche. That's why I say Porsche.
Germans need to learn how to spell.
Porsche. See, Porsche.
Porsche. I thought it was Porsche. I always thought it was Porsche.
That's why when you corrected me, I just let it go. I'm like, this isn't worth it. This isn't the hell I'm gonna die on today.
And that's right, because Morrison's like stream is like super delayed. Like YouTube's like 2 minutes behind, where Beam is like on it. I thought it was Porsche. I've always thought it was Porsche.
Porsche.
Everybody calls it Porsche.
Everyone says it wrong.
I feel like, but okay, so like what when you call it Volkswagen, a Volks or V Dub, like it's just it's
Volkswagen.
No, shut up. When am I going to be a call-in guest? Dude, that is completely up to you.
Man.
Like we record every Sunday,
baby.
Essentially, if you're good, like what, 4 p.m. your time on Sundays. If you're good by then, then we're good here.
We're good with it, baby.
So if you want to come on and tell everybody what's up.
Poor Brody.
Poor Brody.
That's his brother, Colin.
Oh, that's his... I'm like, I don't know these people.
Yes! Morrison says he's good.
Yeah, so, you know, and that goes for anybody watching right now. If you guys ever want to participate or be a part of the show, hit us up in our Discord, and we will be happy to know.
There we go.
Oh, I've been to the Porsche Museum in Stuttgart, Germany. I know. I've driven on the Autobahn in a Porsche. I know.
All right, little rowdy boy. It's okay.
Alright, let me just create a quick link and just spam this in the chat. If you got... But yeah, that is our Discord. If you guys ever want to participate with us when we are not streaming, if you want to give us ideas, you want to chat with us, you want to game with us, that is the #1 go-to place to keep up on all the updates that we may have.
And to interact with Kyle and I.
Yeah, I talk a lot on Discord, so...
Kyle talks more on Discord than I do, but I do respond. Once in a while.
Not if I hit at everyone.
Well, if you hit at everyone, I see it, like, always.
That's why I do it, because I want everybody to see.
Right?
Alright, guys. It's been a great night. I think we had a great chat. I like the... Okay. Do you like the more loose format? I think
it's better.
I think I felt some animosity when I was chugging. You were like, I have something to say, and you're being a fool right now.
No, I was like, you broke all of your rules.
No, but you haven't been watching the episodes because I broke the rules. I did a half episode where I'm like, the rules are off the table.
No,
we're just having fun.
If it's just you, then I get it.
It's truly chaos.
It's the Kyle has an opinion show, not the Dan has an opinion show.
It's not the chaos. I'll make you cringe all day, baby. Ooh, yeah.
Oh, man.
I mean, you are a white cis male. Cringe. Maybe I'm making assumptions. I don't know.
Just be ready, because the next time the second Sunday in September, you're getting a door kicked down with the Gjallarhorn coming in the room.
You have a Gjallarhorn?
I will. I think I didn't cancel the pre-order for it, so it'll be on.
So it's a real Gjallarhorn?
It's not. I mean, it's a replica.
How
it's
big?
Full size.
What,
it's
full size?
Yeah, it's full size. It's on the shoulder and everything.
Gosh.
Yeah, man. When I kicked the door
How much
down
does that cost
it was
you?
like $150.
$150 for
It makes noise. It makes noise.
Does it shoot anything?
I mean, maybe. I didn't check it out, but it makes a tracking noise.
It makes noise.
Listen, I cleared it up with Christian. She said it was good.
Don't, just like you did with your Xbox One X pre-order.
I'm still gonna talk to her. I'm gonna let her know I'm gonna let her know I at least put a hold on it, so that way if she says no, I can cancel it. But I have the hold for it just in case.
You can always hold on to the hold and sell the rights to the hold on eBay too.
Ooh, you're right. I can do that.
Because it is a Project Scorpio edition you snagged.
That is true.
So. And Major Nelson made us know that it is the most powerful console, and when it's gone, it's never coming back.
Because what I could do is, I could hold on to it and be like, hey, if anyone wants a holding for it, sell it, ship it to them, upsell it just a little bit.
All you have to basically do is just be like, all right, send me the money on PayPal, and then change the shipping address to them.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, there you go. Dan, she's gonna whoop your ass.
No, she won't.
It'll be a calm, collected conversation where Dan may or may not cancel his pre-order.
Yeah, I mean, if she says no, we can't do it, then we're not gonna do it. It's just
my big concern is I have a lot of things that I gotta catch up on too, or it's just like bills and things. So I don't know. I'm gonna hold on to it. I'm gonna try. It was like I made it happen with the Switch.
I just need to be fiscally responsible. That's all it comes down to.
Yeah.
Just cut out the stuff I don't need to spend, and then just put money aside.
100%. For me, it's just stay on top of bills and work extra hard.
That's it.
So, yeah, but I mean, I always get what I want.
Mainly, dude, all I have to do is you could just take $100 a check, and then boom, that's $200 down. You'll be there already.
Yeah.
Yes, I have I did put a hold on the Project Scorpio edition on Amazon.
And I think it's just one of those things where it's like the Project Scorpio edition is not any better.
It just looks cool.
And honestly, I'm pissed that they don't, or well, they didn't say, but with the Day One Xbox editions, you got the achievement for them. There's no achievement. Like, where's the achievement for the Project?
There might be.
But wouldn't they have said that when Major Nelson did the unboxing? Like, wouldn't that be a reason? Wouldn't that be a reason for you to want to get that a little bit more outside of the custom decals? Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like they knew they were going to sell out of them anyways.
Oh yeah, it just looks cool.
Oh, it has the custom print on it too, so you have an idea. I am a sucker for the identification numbers on things. Bless you, buddy. You know, it's like, you can pay $250 for this. There's no customized identifications on there. Or you can pay. What was this one? 150. Even though I got cobwebs on it, and it has its own ID number of the copies that it's made. So I think it's a lot cooler when they give you something to show you that it is truly a limited edition. It is custom to you in a way.
Oh, yes, Dinklage.
I forgot. Even Dinklage maybe.
Dinklebot.
That's probably the best part of this. Is Dinklage has been removed, right, from everything. So there's the archives of like videos on YouTube, but I have Dinklage in my hand. You thought that man was small? He got even smaller.
Right?
That's so bad.
That's why he fucked up.
I mean, with as many jokes as he makes about himself in Game of Thrones, I think
Scorpio was a way cooler name. That's why I really like that. Like they said, hey, we know the fans like the name for it, so we're gonna keep it. Yeah. So I love that they did that.
But I think like naming it the 1X.
It's weird.
It's weird, but it makes sense. It's like the extreme.
Sure.
It's like the Xbox One S. The S signified a couple different things. Like it was speedier, it was slimmer, it was more simple. Mm-hmm. Where now the X is kind of like it's extreme. It's for the top dog. It's for the people looking for the best performance, and it's also they even said like that Project Scorpio box is like it's aligned with it looks like the original Xbox One One. Or the OG Xbox, I should say. I do like the printed Project Scorpio stuff on it. It's rare, because remember, what Vista was Project Longhorn, and like all these other names, they normally suck. Where you're like, I don't want it to
was
be.
Xbox.
Yeah,
Durango.
Yep, and so it's like and Durango wouldn't have been the worst name, but I think if you just call it Scorpio, like take the Project Scorpio out of it, mainly because it's just like, hey, putting the word project in front of your channel or your product, that's me. Project Forge,
So you're already biased, so we can't use you there.
Yeah, I can't do that. But
like Xbox Project Scorpio is still pretty cool.
I do like that. Like the Project Scorpio is printed on it. I don't care for the controller part. I'm gonna probably trade that controller in the day I get it, and just buy another Elite.
Don't trade it, sell it.
Would sell it for what?
People would buy it.
You really think somebody wants just that controller?
A Project Scorpio controller because it's limited edition. I will tell you, people will do it.
Yeah.
In a heartbeat.
In a heartbeat, you say.
People will do it. People pay money, exorbitant amounts of money for stupider shit.
Stupid.
Or sorry, more stupid shit.
No, and that's fair too. Like I get that.
Listen, you want better words to come out of me. Data languager, okay?
The what?
Data languager.
Data languager.
It's a Rick and Morty quote, which clearly went over your head.
Was it from last week's episode?
No, this was from season 1.
Oh, well, it's been a while. It's been a while since I have rewatched season 1.
I'm leaving. Just get up out of the chair and walk out.
Alright. I think you're departing.
Yeah, I mean...
Kicking you out! No,
there's
I'm just
not a
kidding.
lot more to, really...
There's really not.
We covered a lot of good stuff.
We did.
I mean... There's only going to be better stuff to talk about next week, especially with Gamescom still going on until, Tuesday, I think?
Yeah, we'll still whatever game or new stuff that comes out from Gamescom we'll be able to talk about next week, and then, of course, whatever comes up. I can't really think of anything else. I guess, next week I would definitely like to take a look at, the games coming up, what games are on your list of must-have, might pass, and don't care about.
Yeah.
I think that would be a fun thing to do with the chat, is just run through some of the games that we're looking forward to in the coming months. Because I was doing that the other day. I was requesting days off around, game release dates.
Yeah, I do it too.
So it's I got some days, or I tried to submit some days around Destiny.
Yeah,
but I don't even know if I'm going to...
I got that Wednesday off.
See,
the day comes out. That's
so
all I did.
I think for me... I'm going to be having to skip a lot of games because skipping those games are going to be what allows me to afford the Xbox One X.
True.
And I have such a backlog of games I need to get to anyways that I really shouldn't be buying new games. But I'll figure it out.
Yeah, my games purchases are probably going to be my checks in September and October are going to go towards some of it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get too crazy with it, of course, because with our wedding and everything. But
yeah. I think Destiny 2, as much as I want to get that day and date, I might have to wait for that one. Yeah. And if anything, I'll wait till October, see how the PC release does, and then kind of make that decision like I was thinking about. The big ones that, one of the games I'm most excited about is Call of Duty. Call of Duty World War II.
I'm more excited about Cuphead.
So, yeah, but...
Just because I've been waiting for it, and it's just so unique.
Yeah, I'm very excited about Cuphead, but I'm thinking like bigger titles.
Well, I'd say not Call of Duty for me would be Battlefront 2.
I gotta be in on the must-have. Got a game pass game.
Must-have, got a pass game.
Oh, okay. So basically, Morrison wants to be on the next show.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Well, we'll connect in the on the Facebooks or something. And we'll go from there. Join the Discord and we'll connect. What's up, Fizzy E50? Thanks for joining. You are joining us kind of close to the wrapping up point, or the wrapping up point of the show. But if you have any questions or anything you'd like us to talk about while you're here, just let us know. We'll address them. Or we won't.
Yeah, one of those.
Hey, Ron, nice to meet you. Yes, nice to meet you as well, man. But yeah, I think, because what's, because I'm hoping Seth will do Forza digitally, so then I get Forza.
Yeah.
But we don't know.
Any games I buy, Christian gets. So I'm like telling her, like, State of Decay 2 comes out, I'm like, you're playing that with me.
So, I didn't play State of Decay 1.
I did. It's pretty cool.
State of Decay 2 looks cool, but I just don't... I'm really...
Not doing it.
I'm not doing that.
Not doing it.
I really just, like... I just don't know. I like open world games. I don't know. I haven't played... A lot of these games I skipped over because I didn't have people like... I didn't have people like you in my life, Dan.
Sure, man.
No. But it would be like... me and Trevor would also... we were Halo guys. Halo and Call of Duty. We'd always play competitive games, and sometimes we'd play the one-offs. But I'm either like super multiplayer or super focused on something like singular story.
Sure.
So it's really hard for me to want to get into games like Evolve, games that are super co-op based, like State of Decay 2. So we'll see what it turns into.
Yeah.
I am excited. The game looks fun. I just hate when games feel like too much work.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I don't like a lot of these survivalist games like Ark, like Conan Exiles or whatever. Like, I just don't want to feel like I'm doing work.
Sure.
Like, I understand to a degree, but yeah. That is one true. Americans are way too wasteful with their money. Be like, yeah, $8 at Starbucks seems legit. It's like, no, that is a meal.
That's stupid.
That is a meal.
I'll buy $1.50 coffee from Tim Hortons, call it a day.
Timmy O's. Didn't you used to work at Timmy O's?
I used to work at Timmy O's.
Yeah, way back in the day. What was your first job you ever had?
It was Tim Hortons.
Tim Hortons? Yeah. My first job, I was a busboy.
Mine was Tim Hortons, Best Buy, Apple Care, and then where I'm currently at now. So.
Yeah. I did a lot.
You were all over the place.
Busboy, Hot Topic to Best Buy, back to Hot Topic, then to a Sitco Subway gas station combo where I did both, then to Kroger's for 2 weeks before quitting and going to Dick's Sporting Goods. Stayed there for 3 years. During this time, also doing snow removal in the winter. And then did the bike job at Dick's Sporting Goods. Went over to the Google vendor for another 3 years. And then also worked at Big Lots during my time when I was at Dick's Sporting Goods. So I had some Big Lots mixed in there. And then just too much.
I gotta leave,
too
dude.
I
can't read this fucking comment, dude. Oh, I'm done. I'm done. Not talking about it. I'm done. I'm fucking done.
What happened to your grandpa?
Done. Dude, don't do this.
Because I want to see if it goes there. I want to see if it goes there.
I gotta leave.
Because based on the original question, I think I know where it's going.
I can't. I gotta leave.
Can you just wait to see the climax
No, I can't. I'm not in a good place.
Do you not want to laugh at it?
No, I feel bad. I don't know if it's true or not. If it's true, I'm gonna feel bad. I gotta go.
I mean, all the fish are dead now because radiation.
Who cares? I'm just saying. Django. Tell him.
Tell him, Django. You've been eating your ass in the back of the camera this whole time.
No, I think he was blocked by me like this.
No, he's like eating his paw. Stop chewing on your feet, bro.
Stop. All right.
Alright. Grandpa went to...
You cringe-worthy motherfucker, dude. That's what I'm talking about. This
Shit, son, we have the same pop filter. Oh, did you buy yours off Amazon for $6 too?
I'm going to. And I'm gonna get the exact same.
Eat a dog.
I'm gonna get the exact same microphone too, just in spite of Kyle. White.
How about I just Grandpa ate a dog? Is that?
Okay, we're done. We're done interacting with chat for the rest of the night. We're good. We're just gonna leave.
No.
Just turn it off.
No.
Just cut the stream.
Dude, I can't wait to upgrade
Cut
the
the stream.
humans. All right, guys.
Just kidding. Sorry.
Thank you for hanging
Giving
out.
you guys a hard time. We
I
have
will.
fun. We like to have fun here.
I will probably do a quick stream after this, just having some fun on.
gaming?
Yeah, do some gaming.
You know,
Maybe
if you
do
play some Halo, I'll get on there and kick some ass.
I might
with
do
you.
some Halo. If Travis, if you're still watching, and Logan, if you guys want to do some Counter-Strike, I'm down. So I'll stop the stream, change the channel over to doing some Counter-Strike stuff. I'm sorry, Fizzy. I gotta leave. I gotta leave, Dan. I gotta leave at least just so I can stop and restart. So we'll go from there. But I just want to make sure we have a cut on the episode, and then we'll go straight into
I'll end
some
up
games.
like heading home and stuff. And then if you guys play some Halo, I'll jump on some Halo.
My,
Unless you guys play, it looks like people are gonna want to play Counter Strike. So
yeah, my personal Twitch is KB Cooper.
okay, when you guys play Halo, let me know. Cause,
Yeah.
Give me a little bit of time before Rick and Morty starts.
Yeah, I mean, by the time you get home, it's Halo time anyway. So, by the time you get home,
maybe
we'll be done with the
10-ish,
CS match.
10-ish or something.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys for hanging out.
Yeah,
Thanks,
man.
Dan, for being a part of the
It's
show.
chaos time.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Oh, yeah.
I'm back,
and,
baby. I'm back.
And this is for our good friend at work, Alex Fisher, my boy. Use your last name so people spam you and harass you on the internet. Not really, because we only have 8 viewers, but it's chaos time, baby.
It's chaos time.
He's been asking for the shout out for weeks. He's just like, can you give me a shout out? And I'm like, do you even watch?
Right.
He's like, no, but give me a shout out. So here's the shout out. Now he has to watch all the way till the end to get the shout out.
Yeah, we'll tell him.
He has to sit through.
He'll give us the views.
I'll just tell him, I don't know, it's somewhere in there.
Yeah.
He'll have to watch for an hour and 45 minutes.
God, I'm out. Don't read it. Don't respond. I'm leaving. We're done.
Did
this
you
is
lose?
out of control.
Did you win or lose? That's all I want to know.
Not everyone's gonna see the chat, so they don't see what's going on.
I'm not going to read it out loud. I just want to know if you won or lost.
Japan won. Yes. That's good. That's funny.
Could you see the victory? All right, I'm done.
You're
That's
fucked.
bad.
I'm
That's bad.
done.
That's bad.
I'm out.
All right.
That's cringy.
Is it?
That was really cringy.
All right. We're stopping. We're switching over. I will be streaming to Twitch, Mixer, and YouTube.
Yeah, if Kyle's on Twitch playing some Halo, I'll be on too.
All right. What is this, Gabe? That's a great question. This is a
Here we
dumpster.
go.
This is a dumpster truck. Do you
Dumpster
know Gabe?
fire.
Do you know Gabe?
No, I don't know.
I don't know
who
Gabe.
is. Maybe I do. If I know Gabe, then maybe somehow he knows me.
Lord Gaben. Jingle, you're so cute.
It's not Gabe
Look
Newell, so I don't know.
This season's so cute.
But okay, so this is the Chaos. It's the podcast we do every single Sunday.
Yeah.
It's for Kyle Has an Opinion show, which he likes to loudly shout it, so you know it. Just kidding. about his opinion. But no, we do it every Sunday, typically around 7:30ish, sometimes a little bit later if we really F up. But feel free to join. Like we'll be doing it again next Sunday. We'll have more stuff to talk about, like stuff with Gamescom. I'll probably have my final review on how I feel about Marvel's The Defenders, even though I love it. And we'll talk some more about like the games and what our digs are, and all the new stuff that's changing in the gaming industry and what's coming down the pipeline. So that's it.
All right. Talk to you guys later.